A man wanted for murder is in custody tonight. He was arrested after scary moments in a neighborhood on the southeast side of Indianapolis. All of this started with a traffic stop, which led to a police chase and finally a standoff. Our crime beat reporter Steve Jefferson shows us tonight how this suspect eventually got caught.
This was some very tense moments for both police and people here in the neighborhood. Officers were able to take that murder suspect out of this house without anybody getting hurt, and they just removed some very serious evidence from the house. A crime lab technician used a ladder to retrieve a handgun out of the gutter after taking photographs. The gun is part of the evidence collected after a SWAT standoff with a man who fled from police during a traffic stop.
The officers were able to determine the identity of that individual, and they realized he had an outstanding warrant for murder.
Officers identified him as Derek Warner of Indianapolis. In his haste to get away, the 26-year-old ran into a southeast Indianapolis neighborhood where people had their eyes peeled and 911 on speed dial.
Several people called in and they gave information as to where the suspect could have been.
Warner is suspected in the January 12th East Minnesota Avenue shooting death of 42-year-old Richard Petrie Jr. During the standoff here in the 1600 block of Asbury Street, SWAT officers learned Warner had the ability inside to move from one side of the duplex to the other. Eventually, the standoff ended peacefully, but officers got surprised learning that as many as 8 other people were in the duplex where Warner held them at bay. Even with Warner in custody, officers removed the other people in handcuffs for their own safety to clear the house of any other possible suspects. Police credit the public with them being able to make this quick arrest in this murder case. If you have information that could help in any other case, you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 317-262-TIPS. On the Crime Beat, I'm Steve Jefferson.